Hey, what is up guys? My name is Andy. Welcome to the show. Today we are going to talk about the Black Bay Pro and some things that has been annoying me about this watch, and it's not that much that I want to pass this on or sell this watch, but it actually bothers me a lot sometimes, and sometimes I don't actually notice them. And yeah, I want to talk about them because nobody is talking about these problems that the Black Bay Pro has. Yeah, too many people are talking about the thickness, but not talking about the bracelet itself and some things that I think they should have done differently. Well, first of all, the bracelet. The bracelet is a great bracelet. As you can see, the watch just feels incredible on my wrist, and the bracelet is very well made, but it has some things that I've been noticing that they are very annoying. The first thing that I want to talk about this watch is the clasp, and specifically this safety latch that we have right here. And the thing that I don't like so much about this watch is the Tudor shield. It's very sharp, very pointy. It hurts your finger if you try to open it like this. And overall, I think that the aesthetics of the watch does not, for me, doesn't make it. I don't know. I think that the Tudor, just the Tudor word, works better for me. But yeah, this thing annoys me a little bit. I don't know why they have to make these things differently. I don't know why in some watches they are making just the word Tudor and this one has this shield. It just, I don't understand the part that here Tudor has been doing. It's like San Martin, that San Martin has been putting on different logos on every single watch, and they are actually just now trying to make sense on the logos on their watches. But here Tudor is doing the opposite, is going for different logos on the clasps, and I don't know why. The second thing that I don't like about this is the rivets and the overall style, because as you can see, the rivets makes the bracelet have a line right here that, yeah, it gives it character, but for me the Oyster style strap is just better. Not that with the rivets is bad, but it's better with the original Oyster bracelet. I know that it was like this, but you know, without the rivets and a smooth finishing here, not with these little lines, I think it would actually look better. It would be awesome. And the smooth tapering, I would like to see it, not the step tapering here, because I don't know. I just like the look of like my Rolex Explorer or the Black Bay 36 or now the Tudor Ranger. So that's the second thing. The third thing that I don't like about this watch is very important for me. And as you can see right here, this female link does not go all the way down. It doesn't go flush with the case, and it acts like a male link. Look at that. I don't know why Tudor decided to do this. I don't know why Tudor did or make this decision for the female end link to act as a male link, gets rid of the purpose of the female link. So I don't know why they tried to do that. And that's the main thing that bothers me a lot about this watch, is this part right here. You can see how it adds millimeters to the lock here in the real estate of my wrist. And I don't know why Tudor decided to do that, and it just bothers me a lot. The other thing that I don't like about this watch is that the bracelet does not fit in other watches. The center links here are more kind of narrower than the Black Bay 58s and the Tudor Ranger, and it makes just the watch that this bracelet just works for this watch. And I would like to use this one on my BlackBay 58 or a BlackBay 58 because I don't have a BlackBay 58. But I would like to see that. I actually saw that you can use the new and better bracelet from the Tudor Ranger with the BlackBay 58 because they have some similarities on the measurements and specs about the watch. So yeah, that's the things that I wanted to talk about this watch. And I'm gonna talk about some, obviously, some very good things about this watch, which one of those is the crown. The crown here is incredible. I just love the crown. The crown just reminiscence a lot, just reminds me a lot of the Rolex crowns. For me, it fits a lot more and it fits better than the ones that the BlackBay has and the BlackBay line has or had. I don't know why they didn't incorporate this style of crown to the Ranger. It would look incredibly better than right now. The very well done stuff about this watch is the wearability. The wearability is great. The wearability is not, for me, it wasn't a step down from the BlackBay 58. Yes, it's a bit heavier, but it's not uncomfortable. This is very comfortable thanks to the T-Fit. The T-Fit is great on this watch. You can adjust on the fly, and yeah, it's incredibly cool that they incorporate this to this watch. The other thing that I like about this watch is the bezel. The bezel is very, very incredibly well made, and as you can see, the machining on that bezel is incredible. We have lines instead of circles or a smooth bezel. You can see the lines throughout the light. That it just gives it a different feel to the watch. It's incredible. The dial is very incredibly well made and well thought. The colors of this watch are amazing. The colors are very well thought. The combination of colors are super well thought. That's one of the things that the Tudor Ranger didn't get well. For me, it just lacks on the colors of the lume and on the dial and the red tip. I don't know, they could have done better. But we're talking about the Tudor BlackBay Pro. The lume is incredible, and the ceramic indices with all lume all around looks awesome, looks incredible, looks very good on this watch. The color of the GMT hand is amazing. It's just the right color for this watch. It's just the right color for you to remind you that this watch is for adventures and not just for staying on your home or on your desk and just work and be a work GMT or something like a desk GMT, or as you call that, desk diver, you know? And what I like is that in the dial, they incorporated the 200 meters of water resistant in the same color as the hand of the GMT hand, of the very same color. And it just looks incredible, and it pops a lot from the dial, and I love it. I really like how they made this dial. The color of the date, exactly the same as the hands, as the indices, and as the text on the dial. This is very, very well thought. I really appreciate that Tudor take its time to do this dial in the exact way that it should have been. This is very, very cool watch. Okay, let's talk about just a little bit of the height or the thickness here on the watch. As I already said in previous videos, for me, it's not that thick. It's not a thicker watch or much more thicker than the BlackBay 58 or other watches that I have in my collection. I don't notice daily that this watch, or every time I look at it, that this watch is thick. For me, the thickness is not 14.6 millimeters in thickness. For me, it's less because I don't see on my wrist the thickness of the case back, and that is very important. You can measure it you can measure it from the case back to the crystal, and yeah, it's gonna be 14.6, but you take out the case back and it's gonna be a little bit thinner than the 14.6 millimeters. And if you take out the crystal here, that it is a dumb crystal, and you cannot see it on your wrist because it's translucent, then maybe the watch could feel a little bit more like a 13.9 or 14 millimeters in diameter, not 14.6. So I think that they nail the proportions very well, and it goes with the crown very well too. Overall, the watch for me has been great. I've been using it, I've been enjoying it. I've been using it for walks and going with my dog for walks and runs and stuff, and I don't actually mind that it is on my wrist because it just snocks my wrist very well, and the Tiffit makes it very comfortable, and the colors just reminds me that this watch is for adventures and you can go outside and use it, and it's not gonna be a problem. And the heft of the watch reminds you too that this is for adventures, and you can bang it and you can scratch it, and it's not a problem. That is a good look for this watch. Well, that's been it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my opinions or you disagree. I really want to see what you think about this watch, and if you have it in your collection or no. Do you prefer the Ranger or do you prefer the Black Bay Pro? Please like and subscribe this video, it really does help to the channel. And remember guys, I am Andy and I'll be here spending time watching time.